That's a fine maypole.
I have a torch on. Oh, why don't I? Oh, I'm on the. That's why.
Go sniff somewhere else.
Why aren't you asleep?
I don't sleep. Only because I don't have a place to sleep. Now, I'm assuming since I started the mission line with the miller, he gave me a place to stay and everything, right? If I do this with the blacksmith, the same idea?
Hey, Matt?
Lord be with you.
I'm assuming it's the same idea, right?
It looks better already.
I need something that'll put animals to
Oh, this
bed.
is the side mission.
I used to cook, but the recipe.
Wouldn't you tell it? My dad was a swordsmith.
But you didn't pay much attention, did you now? Other.
No, I don't want it.
So, Project and Olbram are at it. Well, what the hell? Pay up.
Thank you.
So.
All right.
Okay, that's what I not want to do.
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well,
This is the
they're
main
not
mission.
worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
That should be alright.
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Ah, you fucking piece of shit.
What'd I do?
Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
Alright, we're about to make a
First is
hunting
cold,
sword.
eh? Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up and put bark in. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works better.
Oh, holding it.
Tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out for the first time and take a look. Try it out. See? It's the color of straw,
Silly doggy.
which is what you want. And you heated the whole thing up. Nicely done. Now you can go straight to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. So what then? If you can't handle it, very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
Things are cool.
It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. Well struck. Sparks. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. There you go. You've got it finished.
Oh, I did?
All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
After you finish one press, you still temper it with X. Doesn't seem like I need to do anything here. Yeah, I'm not moving anything. It's just automatic. Alright. We have made our first weapon. Nice. Quality 3, not bad. 58 damage, so stab, slash, and blunt 58, 66, 25.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to
Whistle
a
while you
rhythm.
work.
You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere. If your forging's going to be even, the main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
Okay.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't...
What can I do with the item?
Well, you can sell them
Where exactly?
at the side of the house. And you can put...
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to... You're pretty good at swords. But what the locals... Right. Here are some simple drawings. You can get down...
Just like that?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. You take care of these small... Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again...
Alright, sounds good.
It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods toward...
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up.
Okay.
Have you any idea?
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz. But I've got a bad feeling they
Those two hands of yours,
can't tell you much. I don't think they wanted to...
were they suspicious?
No, they were
What was the cart
bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semin wants to rearm his garrison. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young and some kitchen stuff. There's a good month's work in that.
All right,
Go ahead.
gladly. Can I ask you?
What is it you...
All right,
Time's wait.
there's a couple.
Ask her what?
Thanks. I'd like.
What do you...
Don't you have a shop? I guess not.
Greetings to you.
What's up? Oh, I can repair stuff here. How much would it cost me, though?
Fucking skittle.
Well, 165 bucks. That's expensive. Sells quite a lot of stuff. Sells sketch stuff as well. Do you sell, like... Yes, he does sell kits. Oh, it's fucking hell, they're expensive.
Pleasure doing business. Take care. Maybe next time then.
Do you have...
Doc, thank you.
What do you want here? Why'd you bad?
What's new?
Siegfried the herdsboy. He was complaining that... And that...
Sir? What's new?
Nothing new. It's quite...
Thank you, I just want information.
Greetings.
People call you the Mouth, right?
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Daniel Bughead.
I'm sorry.
Pleased to meet you. I could tell you stories, so... Or would you prefer... But it's a lot of...
I know quite a few. How about a trade?
All right, then. But if it's the one about the magic porridge and that story...
I know a romantic tale about a knight, his lady love. He had to bring her the sweetest wine, tame the wildest horse,
Stephanie.
and make a crown with the red.
And then?
The lady of his heart showed her gratitude by giving him the most precious thing she had.
Oh, if I were you, I'd make it longer. And now, I'll tell you a tale. So what kind of story would...
I like stories that can teach me something.
Haven't you heard enough of those? But it's not a problem. So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba, the younger, Matthias. They were both woodcutters, like their father, and one day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace. But as he was leaning over the cold water, in haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hands soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old one.
Good God.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest man, and with a big swing, he searched the pond again. And this time, he pulled out his own axe.
I reckon that was the right choice.
Well, quite. Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out of the pond. Silver Axe, you're a righteous man, Matthias. And Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown, so he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe!" But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset by so. When Kuba reached down into the water for a third time, there was...
Damn.
Well, I don't think so. He went to the water goblin and begged for his brother's body so he could take him home, but the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and he stopped to rest by an old oak tree, but it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. It wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down, so he started bashing the silver axe against the big stone with all his might, trying to destroy it. Yet no matter what, with the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew there he buried both his brother and the silver. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the branch grew green leaves and became a tree. The locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then, but some have had them. And when you walk by the pier, where it all happened...
That was a very nice
Story?
Why hasn't anyone gone looking?
Because it brings misfortune. Look for yourself. Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The water goblin's pier is somewhere among the reeds. But leave me out. Take care, friend.
Alright, axe from the lake. This is Eureka, yeah. A new activity. You can see him trot on his way here.
Whoa, whoa.
Hello.
Do you remember me?
Blimey. And you couldn't have come at a better time.
Depends what it is.
Some wolves are killing my sheep again.
All right.
Blimey. And when you find the blood... I mean, it ain't that I don't trust you. Take care.
Alright, you want me to kill more wolves, do ya? Assuming they're in this area somewhere. Got so many missions, guys.
I'm sorry.
Quick!
Go!
Come on!
Hello.
Good evening. What do you need?
So you're that...
What did you call me? Who's...
It's just that I've heard you're the best fighter.
Ah, so that's what this is about. I haven't been called that.
My name's Henry, and I know a bit about... I reckon I've beaten every fighter in the region. So I got sent.
You mean to beat me too? I don't know. I'm getting too old.
I came all. Do I really have to try to
At least embarrassment doesn't hurt. But
I've been through a lot worse.
all right then. If it's really what you want. First of all, we'll only fight once. I don't want you back. And second, the fight ends when one of us gives up. I don't.
All right.
Fine. Let's go over there. Too slow. You're telling me you beat all the fighters in the area? You're telling me you beat all the fighters in the
You're
area?
no match for me.
Cut the bullshit and fight! Don't slow down. We just got started. I really don't need this anymore.
There we go.
That's that.
You really gave me a licking, lad.
You pack a hell of a punch.
Well, now what? I'd hate...
I didn't challenge you.
And I'm not offering you any. Or I could show you how to treat them yourself.
Actually, why not?
That's more like it. And listen, what if that moment were to last a little longer? We had some love. We could chat a while.
Did
Sure.
you say mead?
Homemade, my friend. Come.
Why not?
Come on. Have another with me.
Another one? This will be the 7th, I think. I'm not a fish.
Don't be like that. You just puke in my flower bed.
Well, that's your fault for living in a hut and then...
It has its benefits, too.
Aye?
I'm my own master here. I don't give a flying toss about what's happening somewhere in the village.
What made you move to this lonely place?
You think someone forced me?
I don't know. I've never met a herbalist like you.
That's an interesting thought, but you're dead wrong. I just found myself here one day and decided to stay. I learned to like it here and make do with the little I had. I can teach you if you'd like.
Henry the Bruiser. You beat all the best brawlers around. Nice.
Do you live here all alone? In a wilderness like this?
What wilderness? Walk a few paces and you come to a bloody great castle. And I'm not really alone. Animals are company too.
I understand. I prefer being on my own as well.
But don't think I'm a hermit. People sometimes come to get ointments or herbs, and I'm glad. But greeting, neighbour. It's true, I don't always sleep easy. You get straight. My advice, no doubt they don't.
Where exactly?
In the rocks above.
You said you could
Other than fighting, I'm pretty familiar.
And you always heal?
Always?
That sounds like it could...
I can't now.
Teach me a few...
I can't now.
Late. Yeah, it's almost midnight. You just sleep on the bench? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to learn a thing or two from him someday. Got an enemy camp up here. Should we ride out at night? Smart. Now, this game is very dark.
Ka! 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 Quick! Ka! Ka! Ka!
Discovered Drosky Castle.
Whoa! Crone and maiden standing behind the gate. That was in Gable's riddle.
Oh. Heading north from here. Oh, it's from the castle. Didn't realize. They want me to go north, obviously. Into the forest, most likely into the forest over here. Or more over here. I see some stones and stuff. But I don't want to focus on that just yet.
Go! Ka! Ka! Go! Ka! Go! Ka! Ka! Ka!
Oh yeah, this forest is a little bit more... Okay. I thought it would have been very rocky. You know what, let's follow this road down and we'll connect over to here. Probably the smartest route.
Go!
We just ran into some bandits.
Come on!
Apollina. Oh. Fast route point. is the road, right? Yes, it is.
Whoa!
A little too fast, a little too fast. I'm way off now. Yeah, I really don't know where this road is. There you go. Now I think I'm on it.
Whoa! Whoa!
Okay, I should probably save. I don't know if there's anyone around here. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was already drunk as shit. All the mead. I definitely don't want to fall. Campfire.
Here, Matt. Search.
Or another enemy camp. Where we going, Matt? These mountains are very interesting. All the blood, I guess.
Marika?
You must be Marika.
Aye. Did Odette send you? I was hoping he would not find me so quickly. Well, at least he sent you and not my prala. They wouldn't not even bother talking.
Your brothers? Why would they not bother talking?
They take after dead. At least Geza. He's hot-blooded.
The Voivod's worried about you. He sent me to find you.
Worried. Now he worry about me. You don't know anything, do you?
What should I know?
Yes, that sounds like Dad.
So tell me what happened.
I ran away. That happened. My father wanted revenge for the insult to his honor, so my prala went after poor Bohush.
Who insulted his honor?
The villagers. When me and Bohush start courting, Dad sent a messenger to village, saying there must be wedding or Bohush will pay.
The Voivod himself wanted you to get married.
That is what we do. When a chavo and a chai start something, the chavo, man, must marry the girl.
So you ran away from the wedding?
Well, Bohush would not be against it, but we were in the forest at the time. And his mother and village people laughed at the messenger, sent him back with insults and torn shirt. Voivod get mad and my prala too. They found poor Bohush to vent their anger, then left him in the forest. Lucky I found him and took care of him. You probably know the rest.
Okay.
That's not what the Voivod told me.
I think he's ashamed how far it has gone. His honor will not let him do anything. He's a hothead sometimes.
Why don't you go back and explain it to them?
Once red flows, it is hard to stop the cycle. The people from Samin want to rid of the camp. The Voivod would like to punish all those he thinks have disgraced his chai. And he never asked me how it is really. As if men should work it out between themselves, and a girl like me should shut up and wait to see what happens. No, I will not go back alone.
What now? You can't hide here forever. Bahush doesn't look too good, either.
He would surely have relief for at least a while if he got something to ease the pain. Can you please go and see my mother at the camp? She might be able to help. She knows herbs.
I think I can help him myself.
You?
I've read a lot about cases like this.
Never mind your books. My ma, she can really help people.
All right. I'll go to the...
I need amulet from Dad. It is Chohahuno, magical. If Dad, give it to me.
Do you think he'll go for it? If you let your brothers do this to Bahush, what...
He'd do it for me. If you get the app, but Dad must hand it over willingly. Best if he bring...
Well, I can try, but no promises. I found this Scot...
Aye, that's my
How's Bahush?
It keeps changing.
Alright.
How is life?
I cannot complain, but then
What about...
I love them. They talk
Can you...
about...
No.
I know.
You call this?
Going anywhere you... I can talk. You only...
Alright.
Marika?
Where you at, horsey? There you are. I went all the way back. What's this? Practice, takedown. I did that. I practiced the takedown and the stuff, right? Pretty sure I did that.